Hello everyone and welcome back to Winders Mall Farms. So today, this is a video I've kind of been wanting to do for a while. We're going to compare the Authentics series case combines to each other. Authentics 1, Authentics 2, and Authentics 10. These are the only 3 combines they made in that Authentics series. They made 10, and I think they quit. And now they're doing the Prestige, which is kind of a downgrade in my opinion. So anyways, I was kind of looking around tonight trying to figure out what kind of video to do. And it's kind of crazy how hard it is for me to remember looking at all this stuff, what we've done videos over and what we haven't. And I saw these sitting on my brother's shelf. Thought I've been meaning to do this video for a long time and just kept doing something different and pushing it off. So here we are. So this Authentics 1 is quite old. I guess it'd be like maybe 10 years old, maybe older. I'm not sure if they did one Authentics a year or not for case. It seems like they might have skipped a few years, so it could be older than 10 years, but I think it's at least 10 years old. And it is a 7088. This machine, comes with your duals, your ladder moves, mirrors, flashing light, great detail all around, steerable rear axle, got a hitch back here, spinning spreaders back here, your ladder opens, Auger works, all that good stuff. So very nice model when they came out. I actually didn't get this till a couple years ago. Actually, no, I take that back. I got it last year. Both the 7088 and 6088 I bought last year. And I gave one of them to my brother for Christmas, I think, and one maybe for his birthday. I can't remember now, but I gave them to him last year. And then the 7150 got this year, obviously, because they just came out. And let me start by saying I love this toy. This is probably my favorite 1/64 toy that has come out in the last 5 years. Maybe even since I've been collecting. Probably definitely top 5 since I've been collecting. So I'm not trying to chew this thing up because I don't like it. I've just got a few things that kind of have bothered me about this that I'm going to put in this video. So if you haven't bought this, or if you're thinking about it, maybe it's something that you might want to consider. So with that being said, I'm going to just get this part out of the way. You've got all with 35-foot draper, all the same, but if you notice, the 7150 has a darker red plastic, which I don't even think the camera is going to pick up, but this one in my far left hand is a darker red in person. The light's kind of making it all look the same, but this one is darker red, but they're all the exact same other than that. I mean, same decals and everything. 2020 headers, 35 foot. So that's that. What you do get on the 7088 is a 12-row head, 3412. The auger does spin. And on your 6088 and 7150, you both get 8-row heads. And the auger spins on those as well, although this one's being a little tight, it does spin. And I don't know if you can see it either, but the 7150 one has a darker red plastic, which is because the combine's painted darker red for the retro paint job. So I think that's a good thing. I'm not complaining about that. The difference between the 7088 and the 6088, I'll show you real quick, is this sticker right here. So that's it. And one other thing, that number there, that's the only two differences. Like, I've looked these things over. Like, I've spent definitely over 30 minutes looking these things over in the past and some more time tonight, and I just cannot tell you a single difference other than that sticker and then the stamp for What Authentics Combine on the bottom. They all do the same. They both do the same thing. They came out like real close to each other. The machines in real life are both the same machine with a different engine, so it makes sense that nothing would be different. So with that out of the way, I'm just going to be comparing the 7088, and this one won't be in this video anymore because it is, like I said, this same machine. Oh yeah, doors open on these. Forgot about that, so that is nice. So here's where I'm going to start complaining. Like I said, it's not because I hate this combine. Probably my favorite. What we get when we get this toy is Ertl pulled a casting out from the archives and pretty much just remade an old toy, which is what they did with this. They just remade that and just put a different sticker on it to make more money off the casting. And that's basically what they did again 10 plus years later. They did modify a couple things, but they're all in the plastic, which is, I think, cheaper and easier to change than the metal. But they did not modify the metal casting. Now, I don't know enough about these machines. I'll get to say this. This could be the same body as this in real life, but I know the rest of the 50 series combines have changed. In the 40 series, they changed certain parts around this fan, which I don't know if the 7150 does or not, but it just, to me, kind of seemed like Ertl was recycling the same casting and didn't add some of the details they should have. So if you look at these side panels, they're the exact same. They didn't even paint our fan up here where they used to paint it black. We got the exact same plastic handrails, same light. Now what they did change, I will give them this part, is the engine. They did change our engine. And the exhaust system that goes with that, which is a big one you can't really miss on these new machines. You can't avoid that big honker of an exhaust. But the way they fix this, I mean, they still minimal effort. They still put, it wouldn't have been that hard, you know. But that engine is slightly different, and which causes this handrail over here to be different, in a different position. Oh, my bad. Because that engine is different with the exhaust over here, where our exhaust used to be up here. So they did change that. That is one minor change. The interior of the hopper is identical to each other, other than the paint color on some of the parts. They are the same. And if you look at the rear of these machines, identical rear end. They didn't even change the fact that it has a hitch or anything like that. Our tires are the exact same, which I'm not complaining about the tires because I love these tires, but it's the third combine they've made with those, and a little variation would be nice. Maybe some different rears or some different size duals, maybe a little bigger duals, maybe a little smaller rear tires, because I know a lot of these, I saw a 6088 the other day going down the road and the tires were not as wide as they put on these, so I know in real life there's a lot of smaller tires on these smaller machines, and variation to me is always nice as a collector. Didn't change anything on the ladder railing. What they did change is our mirrors, which needed an upgrade for sure, but very minimal effort still. The feeder house is the exact same. The cab interior is identical, other than maybe a couple paint in some different spots. But I mean, they also, hey, how goofy is this thing? Look at that control lever. Like, it's orange painted right there. But look how massive it is. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but like, just the steering wheel as a reference, look how big that control handle is in there. Like, goofily huge in both these all three of them. But anyways, so they didn't even fix that part. Just left it goofily huge. They did change our cab roof, which they really had to. There's no way around that, because they look totally different nowadays. So they changed that. And other than that, though, like the body, the combine's the same. We lost our work lights. So this one has lights over here, no lights on this one. So we did lose that. I don't know if these have those lights, but we don't have that anymore. But I guess what I was disappointed is by the way, the underside is identical. All this plastic down here and all this. Whenever the prototype showed, it was like showed gray pieces on it to talk about, oh, this is a new casting. And it showed all this being new. All this side panel being new. But I can guarantee you that this is the exact same side panel. Like I have my brother has 3 of these now, identical side panels. So I don't know if that was supposed to be changed, like if the real ones are changed, but they said on the prototypes that was all new. It is not. And even most of this is the same plastic. They just barely changed some of it. Same augers too. But anyways, with that being said, one more quick thing is they are coming out, if you've checked in the new Ertl case catalog, with a 7150 Prestige combine, and it is painted in the, hold on, I think I got one back here. It's painted in the normal 50 series paint job, like this 9250 is. So it's going to have that style decal, 7150. So that's going to be exciting. It's a Prestige. So I'm interested to see if they just reuse the authentic casting and put the new paint job on it, or if they actually retool it since it's Prestige and cheapen it up. I'd personally like to see them probably just reuse the same casting, because I don't think a retooling would be as good detail, even if they do change the sides, if they go with that Prestige, because they're a lower quality toy. But we'll see. We'll get one when it comes out. And they're also coming out with another 50 series combine. I can't remember now if it's a 9250 or 8250. I want to say 8250, just a toy standard version. And we'll probably get that too, because if you haven't noticed from our channel, we kind of, combines are more of probably what we enjoy collecting the most. I mean, we have more tractors, but they're easier to get than combines. But we get most combines that come out from Ertl, at least. Not the $70 spec cast Fendt combines, but most of the Ertl ones we get, even if they are pretty much the same thing, it's hard not to, because we really love combines. I think my brother has like 13 of these case combines now, and another one has 2, so we've got like 15 case combines. So we'll probably get those other 2 and kind of compare them. I don't think they're going to be anything different, just a little paint job change, but we'll see when we get it. So anyways, I just thought that was something. If you're really wanted this, I don't know if you can still find them places. They're probably overpriced, but they were, I think when I got it from a dealership, in the $35 to $40 range, which is still high, but for what you get, it's good. I was expecting a little more change from the old combines, but it's decent. So, if you can snatch one of these, get it. But if you don't, that Prestige combine might be a little cheaper coming out. And I think from the prototype, it looked like this combine repainted, but we'll see what they do. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good night.